Hello. Today I am going to give you how to prepare guide for the first and the most foundational AWS certified cloud practitioner exam, and I'll go through on like what the exam content is and also how you can prepare for this exam. All right, let's continue. All right, the outline, official exam preparation guide review. We'll go through the exam preparation guide review and then we'll look at exam reviews after that. So, the exam is intended to effectively demonstrate an overall understanding of the AWS cloud, independent of specific technical roles addressed by other AWS certifications. So, the cloud practitioner is the basic and it's a foundation, and it just is prepared to validate the candidate whether they can effectively demonstrate their overall understanding of the AWS cloud. And it can be taken at a testing center or at home or office. 65 questions, 90 minutes, 100 US dollar. And then there is a practice exam prior to taking the exam, which is just 20 bucks. The exam domains, there are four exam domains at a high level: cloud concepts, security and compliance, technology, billing, and pricing. This is the exam blueprint as of 11/21/2019. So for cloud concepts, 17 questions or 26%, security and compliance 25% and 16 questions, technology 33% and 22, which this one takes the major portion of the exam. And then billing and pricing, about 10 questions, 16% of the exam. Exam resources, study materials. I have listed a lot of study materials here. You may not have to cover all those materials. The first one is AWS certification prep guide. We're going to have a look at it soon. And then there are AWS white papers. These are the links that I have included here. I will add them under the description on this video, so check it out. They are like overview of Amazon Web Services, architecting for the cloud, or AWS best practices, how AWS pricing works, and compare AWS support plans. And then there is also learning paths, which I have covered when I talk about the AWS certifications in general. So there's a learning path for cloud practitioner. And then there's a digital free edition provided by AWS called AWS Cloud Practitioner Essentials. Tutorial Dojo, this site provides AWS cheat sheets. It's really helpful for cloud practitioner and for other certifications, AWS certifications, associate level, professional level. It has a description of all the, if not all, most of the AWS services. And then Linux Academy now joined a cloud guru. Probably I recommend you to start with this one and then maybe take the practice tests, because you don't have to cover all those materials. But if you have time and if you feel like you still want to cover other materials, then you are welcome to read the white papers. Most other people recommend reading the white papers to be helpful as a preparation. And then on Udemy, there are tons of cloud practitioner courses. I mean, you can check them out. But to me, I took the Linux Academy Cloud Guru practitioner, and then the white papers, and then did the practice test as we see in a bit. As far as exam resources, I like Tutorial Dojo's practice exams on Udemy. So you could take those exams, and then I think you will be well prepared if you score like 80% or more for those practice tests. And then there is AWS official practice exam, as I said, for $20. You could schedule it at the schedule exam site via Pearson. Uh, so you can visit the schedule exam website. We can have a look at that later in a second. So before we schedule exams, before we visit the schedule exam website, let's look at the certification prep for cloud practitioner. So this is the foundational certification, and it's a cloud practitioner. And then you have the download exam guide sample questions here, and then you have the sample questions here, learning paths, and white papers and FAQs. So these are the most recommended AWS white papers that you need to cover before you sit for the exam. And then you can take the practice exam by registering at aws.training. So let's look at the exam guide. So this is the exam guide. So here you have the recommended AWS knowledge, and then the exam content, and the domains that we have briefly covered, and also under each domain what cloud concepts cover, what security compliance cover, technology, billing, and pricing. So you can read through this. But the course that you are going to take, maybe a cloud guru, is $29.99 per month. So you can check it out, and then, or you could pay one time, lifetime. You can own the course for a lifetime if you buy it on Udemy. So you can choose whichever is appropriate for you as far as the picking up a course material. So this is the course guide. I mean, you can check it out. I will add the link to the description of this video. And then the next thing I want to show you is how you can prepare for the exam, schedule your exam. So here you have a scheduled exam for AWS Cloud Practitioner. You can also find the download exam guide, download sample questions from here as well, and then all the details on how long the exam takes and everything. And then if we hit schedule for exam, we'll take you to your AWS account, and then you log in from there. I already logged in, so it will take you to this page, and then you can schedule new exam here via PSI or VU Pearson. And here you can see coming soon AWS certifications, the new specialty beta exams, and then online proctoring for cloud practitioner, all the news, latest news. And then something that I haven't told you so far is if you take certifications, you will have a lot of benefits, like you will have 50% discount on your next exam, free practice test vouchers. So there's a lot of benefits once you start taking this exam. You will have a lot of discounts when you go to the next ones. And you'll also have like digital badge, which you can share on your LinkedIn profile or other social networks. So I hope this has been informative to you. In the next upcoming videos, I'll cover other certification courses. If you have any questions, please write it under the comments section. and I'll try my best to answer your question and to help you be successful on this exam. Thank you for watching.